Hey Jesse, how you doing? Everything looks fantastic. Thanks so much. I'll go through here with some final comments, but I mean, your hard work is definitely showing. I think that the presentation is very nice. Front cover. My first suggestion is to. I just want to see something very quickly. Okay. Front cover. I would remove that box right there. You don't need it. I mean, you can probably try to figure out some way to compose that type so that you don't have to have that box behind it. I think it's kind of confining to the type. You've got this hugely expansive image, but then you got your type kind of corralled and boxed in. So that I think that the dichotomy there is one that is kind of grappling with one another for attention. So my suggestion is to remove the box, let the image do the speaking. Contents page looks great. I do want to mention though, you're breaking your branding on the contents page. In your logo presentation, you're not showing any kind of a ghosted image behind the logo. Here you are. So that's an inconsistency that would have to be addressed. Contents page looks good. And then the layout looks good. This should be aligned right here, by the way, just like your other pages are. That's aligned pretty well, but I'm thinking right here, those should be aligned. I read the text. Actually, I shouldn't say I read the text. I'm looking at the text and I realized that, whoops. Oh, sorry. That your text, yeah, let me just draw a guide right here and I'll pull that guide. You can see that your text is not in alignment. So you'll want to address that. Okay, and then this is for a headline. It's too close to the subhead. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a section head and this is just a subhead like these. So they're too close together. So I would make it more of a difference. Try to draw some sort of hierarchy on the section heads than those little subheads. Quite often that could be done by scale. Could be done several different ways. I think scale is your answer here. These are great. I love these pages. I think this is the strongest part of your presentation is this showing through the iterations. Okay, and then your final. And this was kind of cool that you showed your first version there, but I would remove that stroke from around it. There's no reason to. We know it's a before and after. And I think that's really clever the way that you've done it. You've composed that page. Whenever you list your colors, you have to give your RGB, the numbers, and the equivalent CMYK colors. Or if you're using Pantone process colors, you'll want to, spot colors. You'll want to give the Pantone equivalents also. I think the pictograms look really good. And the one thing I do want to mention about the pictograms is the same thing I mentioned about your work in initially. And I think that your pictograms are really lacking contrast. And that was the first thing we said about your first logo. So I'm starting to see a little bit of a pattern in your use of contrast. So think about that moving forward. But I don't think these have enough contrast. I really don't, specifically since they'll be presumably seen on flags and outdoors in inclement weather. So that would be something that would need to be taken into consideration. I love the pictograms, but I've noticed that you don't use them anywhere, not even on your tickets. So that is really something that's a problem. I mean, you design these beautiful pictograms, but you're not using them anywhere. Okay, and then the presentation of these tickets, I think that I would take that whole composition and tilt it this way, because right now that's kind of even almost upside down. It's really difficult to see. There's no reason really that you have to do that. Okay, and then your banners. Merchandising and everything else looks really, really absolutely great. Yeah, good job. Good stuff. Okay, and then you have your conclusion, then you have your credits. Now, you have to make sure that absolutely every image here is credited. So I don't think they are. You only have about 6 credits, but there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I've already counted more images than credits. So really, really make sure that those credits are accounted for. Credit where credit is due, right? All right. So, all right. So that's where I'm at. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything else, please feel free to contact me. And it was a great class. I had a blast. I thought it was great. You guys are a good group, and specifically, I appreciate your hard work. You did a great job. Thank you very much.